Today, I'm going to also be talking about how to achieve your photography goals. So achieving your photography goals is probably the number one thing you actually want to be listing out if you want to become a photographer. So obviously with every single thing, or every single endeavor as well, you all need to have goals. Otherwise, you're just going to be aiming at a pointless thing, and you don't know how, and you actually don't know where you are, like in terms of where your goals are at. And your goals will change every single 6 months or even 2 months even. And so for me, as a beginner, all I wanted to do was just take photos without the confusion and everyone, which it became more confusing each time I took a video, or every single time I watched a video. So what I should have done, instead of watching countless of YouTube videos, I should have actually gone ahead and actually applied those things that those YouTube videos actually taught me, and actually, you know, do something about it, rather than complaining about why I'm so bad at this and such and such. It's literally, all you're doing is just wasting a lot of time. And then that was, you know, not the greatest wave, but you know what? I don't really care. But yeah, literally, the way you want to actually achieve your photography goals is just by simply doing it, and then also by simply just looking at it at a different view. That's all I can really say. And so, with consuming a lot of tutorials and stuff like that, it won't get you anywhere unless you're taking down notes. Because I did take down notes, but then I even got more confused. All you want to do is literally just write down, in terms of just write down like 3 to 2 goals you want to start doing, and start doing them literally. You don't need to wait until next year. It's halfway through the year. You can literally start doing it now. Who gives a crap? But in terms of achieving your photography, you have to max out your output. Input, output. Max out your output into the input. It may be the other way around, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But in terms of the photography goals, you just need to be able to just max out what you can actually learn from each day, and write down what you did learn from the previous day and what you want to learn today. Because another thing I really like for beginner photographers is actually, you know, document their journey of becoming a beginner into a middle ground where they know a little bit, and then to the advanced. That's what I think most beginners in every school endeavor should be doing. Because I feel like that's probably the best thing they can be doing. Yeah, these are not really good waves. Cronulla is never a good wave. You know, a good wave pool. Anyways, I'm at like a really high aperture, so we're just gonna just try and just. Yep, that's about it. Yep, that's good. But yeah, like photography goals are a hard and easy thing to do, and like, especially for me, I didn't really write down goals. I just kind of just want to just wing it and learn. Whereas for you now, you've got someone who actually did that mistake, and now you've got someone who can actually somewhat teach you how to get towards goals and stuff like that. But I can simply all I can simply do is teach you of what I've learned, and what you need to do, the viewer who's watching this, is to actually do the action simply. Because if you don't do the action, then you don't get what you want. Because literally that's with every single video that you probably watched. You watched it, you go, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then you don't do it. It's simple as that. Whereas for most people, or whereas for, you know, 1% of each individual, they go like, I actually need to do it. And it's all about habits as well. Create very good habits, so then you can actually become a very good. That's really overexposed. It's overexposed too, but you know, I don't really care. I'm also at a high aperture as well. But like, yeah. Anyways, enough of my camera talk. But photography goals are a really good thing. I feel like they are a good thing to do. A good thing to write down goals. Just try and do them. That's all about the photography goals. That's all I can literally say right now, is just by not consuming too much, consume little, and then just do the action. And then if you need to rewatch the video again and again, then do it. rewatch it again. It's always going to be there. And when it gets removed, then oh well. Alrighty, that's enough about the photography goals. Let's actually do more photos. That was just in my mind for most of this trip. Most of this trip was just goals and photography goals. I'm just like, yeah, I may as well talk about that today. Even though it doesn't sound like I have an idea of what I'm talking about, but I do have an idea. Sorry, I do have an idea what I'm talking about, but I feel like that is what I did. I kept on getting stuck in between consuming and then never actually doing it. So I hated that part of my own life. I actually hated that part where I got confused of this simple video and then it just turned out to be, and I watch another one, I'll be like, what the hell? Like, there'll be two different people talking about two different opinions about a certain camera setting or stuff like that. I'll be like, what am I doing? Be really confused. And then I go in aperture, and that'll be even more confusing. And then I'll go into shutter speed, that's even more confusing. And all these things. Do not watch a bunch of camera setting videos on one day, because you will just get really confused. Unless you're some sort of sociopath who can just consume and learn. Whereas for me, it takes me a while for me to actually learn a bit, as I have learning difficulties, which is fine. Absolutely fine. That's a really good wave. That's a sick wave. That one over there was a sick wave anyways. They're doing some, I actually just saw a photographer who was actually taking photos of that camera. Yeah, I think I'm pointing the right. It's the white building there. He's taking photos with a tilt shift lens. I've not heard of a tilt shift lens since I started watching Peter McKinnon videos, which was ages ago. A guy was taking photos. He was a architectural photographer. He just took photos of the building that they just made, and so he was taking photos of a tilt shift lens. I thought it was a fisheye lens. I completely forgot I know what fisheye lens are, but I thought fisheye lens had this round ball thing on the front of it, which it had. And I'm like, and he's like, no, tilt shift lens. I'm like, oh, I completely forgot they even existed. Oh, leading. That's not really a leading eye, eh? Yeah, but yeah. I just saw a tilt shift lens, which I'll put down what a tilt shift lens is somewhat in this note over here. But yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool. Like, tilt shift lens, I haven't heard of it for years. But yeah, like, photography goals are like, or building any goals is like foundations of these buildings here. You gotta have. Okay, I can't actually describe to you what the fuck the foundations are for building a bloody apartment, because I was gonna do an example, but I would have no idea how to even describe that to you. Oh fuck. But yeah, just laying down foundations, I guess. Yeah, just lay down the foundations. Learn what you do not understand, and then what you do understand, then that's fantastic. I'm actually gonna try. I'm just gonna do like a leading line. That's not really that great. I'm just trying to find a leading line or a pattern. Alright, this. Oh shit. Alrighty. See, there's like this little gap here. Just gonna up the exposure because there's heaps of water reflections here. Obviously, because we're in the bloody. How is that? You guys probably see the photos, anyways. But yeah. But photography goals are quite nice. I'll go into more detail in the next location, which will probably be over there somewhere. I'll go into more detail, as I think I've repeated myself a few times, but that's okay. I like to repeat myself. Alright, let's go towards the other location, as I do not have enough time. I do have enough time. Anyways, let's just go towards the next location. Alright. Just gonna see if there's any, and as soon as I start recording, there's no cars. Oh, there's one there. Just gonna take one. That is okay. I'm gonna get a bit more deeper, because they slow down for me. That's just my head at the moment, because I haven't really done this for a while. Oh, there we go. And there's bloody shade. I go somewhere where there's actual shade. You can see the car, but it's not lighting up. So let's just go somewhere where there's no shade. There's also another bad area. It was a good area last time, I know that. Bad habits. One habit I really like to be doing is being curious. Like this bird. That bird there, he's always been curious. Like being curious of every single time you get a photo, just take a chance to take a photo. Obviously, could take a photo right then, but you got to be curious in terms of why you're taking a photo. What is it that you like to take a photo of? Stuff like that, mainly. Stuff like that. What is that? Okay, the middle one was quite sick. That middle photo was quite, except for this pole here was in the way. Too many Mazdas, bruv. Too many Mazdas. Don't know what type of housing it is. Nah, that was shit. Yeah, that was like just a normal photo. Pretty much. And look, it's looking like I'm actually aiming at them as if I'm about to shoot them. Oh, that's a nice one. No. I have to move. Move with them. Move with the car. A yellow motorcycle or something. Motorcycle will be sick. So far they've been okay. Been alright. Oh yes. Even though it's not centrally in there, it's actually alright. It's not too bad. That one's going fucking nuts. It's alright there. It's pretty good. Right. So yeah, being curious, and then also just being like complacent. Do not be complacent. There's also another thing. There's also another habit. Do not be complacent. Right now, I'm just literally just having fun around Cronulla, even though it is technically my local area. It's just that today I literally have a little bit of time. I would have gone to the city today, but I didn't. And yeah, I've just got limited time, so that's why right now I'm in an area where I know what I'm going to get at. I know what I'm going to get from. It's also another good thing. But like, yeah, don't be complacent, because otherwise you'll stay stuck in the same place. Well, you'll be afraid that you're being stuck at the same place. Just yeah, pretty cool. That's a pretty sick photo. It's pretty sick. But yeah. Just being complacent, never stay comfortable with where you are, stuff like that. Like, complacent is not a good thing to be at. Because if you're saying to yourself that you're already the best photographer there is, you're not. Build evidence around as to what you need to improve on, and then there you go. Once you build that evidence, then you can build up goals to improve. So there you go. There's another thing. That's how you can achieve your goals, is by building evidence as to why you suck. And then that way you've got something that you can improve on. And then with being curious, build your curiosity as to of what your environment has. For example, these cars, how fast can these cars actually go from? And then, all sorts of questions. Obviously, I just said one question, but you can ask yourself many questions whenever you're being curious. for me, example, I talk to myself as a photographer when I'm taking photos. And I was talking to the camera as well, which is really shaky right now. I apologize for that. But yeah, right now you can literally do that. Be curious, do not be complacent. Those are 2 habits I want you to do. Well, that I would like photographers to do. Beginners as well. Never be complacent. Ever. Ever be complacent. Anyways. The cars are just slowing down here. But yeah. That's about pretty much all I can really give you for today. And yeah. Like and subscribe, and yeah, there'll be a bit more coming into the Instagram and also YouTube as well. So yeah, see you later.